Hey everyone, how's it going? So I haven't had a chance to really do any live streaming today. I mean, for the last week or so, all week long. So I figured I would just hang out with you guys out here while I was working on digging out another garden bed today for a little bit. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing really special going on. It's gonna be kind of boring. Let me move this out of the way for a minute, kind of show you what we're working on. So I've got kind of a square area. You can't really see the whole area, but kind of just laid out and I'm sure I finished digging that out, and yeah, so nothing really special today. Kind of a boring stream, most likely, but like I said, since I haven't had a chance to stream all week, pretty much except for on Monday, I figured I'd just do this today. Sorry about the audio. I'm gonna have to kind of talk really loud. It's really windy out here, and I'm using my phone again today just because it's we still have a chance of rain in about an hour and a half or so. And so, just in case it started raining, I didn't want to drag the laptop out here and have to quickly pack it up and run it inside if it started raining. So, sorry about that. I'll try to talk really loud, but yeah, we'll do our best out here. Let me see if I can readjust this camera a little bit so you can actually see what we're working on. We'll go like that. We'll bend this down a little bit. So yeah, so basically I'm just working on this like little square area. It's got it gets some sun. It's not the most sunny spot in the yard, but uh, when it's not cloudy out, it usually gets around like 6, 7 hours of sun every day, so it should be an all right spot. But I just have a bunch of grassy area here. I just need to finish digging up. I kind of just dug up the outline a little bit, and then yeah, so we'll just finish this thing off and probably call it a day. Nope. So anyway, let's just get this done, I guess. Oh, if you're wondering, it is kind of warm out here. The whole reason I'm wearing a sweater is the mosquitoes are terrible. It's been raining. It rained again last night, so it's kind of wet out here. So mosquitoes are horrible. And yeah, I noticed that when I was digging airplane. I noticed that when I was digging in here earlier, there's a bunch of fire ants. So I decided I didn't really feel like getting attacked by a bunch of fire ants today, just in case I piss them off digging in their house. But anyway, that's pretty much what's going on. Nothing special, guys. I've got gloves around here somewhere. Hey, Captain. How's it going? I guess since I'm going to be over there mostly, let's try and move this camera over there, I guess. This might fall over. So sorry if it does. I'm going to try and move everything over. That way I can actually talk to you guys and see any chat. Most terrible setup. All right, so we'll go like that. And let's see. Hey, John. How's it going? I didn't really think about this setup very well when I was getting ready to go today. It's probably the best it's going to be. So basically, what I'm just doing is getting this entire area dug. Well, just this square area dug up. It's probably kind of one of the last sunnier spots that I have in the yard, just because I haven't trimmed any of the trees over here. That was just way too much work. So I figured next year I'll probably get a bunch of those trees out of here. But for now, I don't have that much left to plant either. So I figured this small area would be good enough, and then if I need any more space, I can always put another raised bed pretty much right next to it, or just expand this over more. But the problem is there's a tree kind of in that direction. Well, can't even see, but in that direction, there's a tree over there that's starting to overhang. So I'm gonna just pull off a bunch of those branches and whatnot. But yeah, it's kind of just what I'm doing. Nothing special. All right. What was I doing? Grab this. A bunch more dirt over here. Oh no, it's too heavy. So basically, what I'm just doing is just kind of. I was getting tired of sitting here and just doing this all by hand, so I just built this like quick sifter like shit thing, just to help get rid of all the clumps of grass and stuff that I'm digging up. Makes it a little bit faster than go. And then what's left is just a really nice loose soil that I can use instead of having it be all compacted with a bunch of roots and other crap in here. Also, we can look for some dinosaur bones while we're doing this. Problem is my mesh is starting. The mesh is starting to fall apart, unfortunately. It also has helped me find these shitty grub worms that we can get rid of too. That's a fat guy. I don't know how long. I don't know how much longer my mesh thing's gonna hold out. Hopefully, it'll last this entire bit. You know, there's like a shit ton of like moss and shit in here I can get rid of. It was just probably no faster than just sitting there and just digging through it by hand, but like I said, it kind of just loosens everything up too to make it a little bit nicer, easier to plant shit too. Yes. I'm gonna have to get a new piece pretty soon. Let's just try and get the rest of this at least edge dug up. At least all the fire ants have calmed down a bit. They're not attacking me anymore. Hey, Kronos. pretty much it for this thing, I think. Stupid screen is just completely coming apart now. See if we get a couple more loads through here. This bin's almost full anyway. And it was working great until the entire thing started falling apart, but it's just making it easier to separate all the shit I don't want out of here. Hey Gorilla, how's it going? Alright, we're gonna have to go find a new mesh or just do this by hand. Even though that'll take longer. I don't really feel like sitting in the dirt right now. I think this guy is pretty much done. Guess we'll just keep going until it completely falls apart. In the worm. Alright. That's gonna be it for this. Alright, I guess we're just gonna do the rest of this by hand, I guess, and it's gonna take forever, but oh well. We're in fire ant territory now. That sucks. Hey, Mr. Lundell. I had a fork. I broke it in half yesterday, Mr. Lundell. Those ants are not happy. Oh. I totally pissed off that entire ant colony. They're probably going to get revenge in a few minutes. Later, gorilla. Alright. So I just need to go and pull all those giant sod chunks out of there. And then it's pretty much done, honestly. The whole reason why I was going to actually dig this out was, and not just leave it in the middle like that, was I was going to do this as kind of a something something culture mound. Basically, it's where you, it's a thing where you essentially line the bottom with like logs and sticks and then mound the dirt on top of it. It's supposed to be a good garden bed, but I don't really feel like digging all that shit up. Well, we still could, I guess, but I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Probably just do this as a normal bed. They're actually really tiny. Kronos, you probably wouldn't even be able to see them, but they were swarming around the shovel head. They were not. They were not happy. I was destroying their entire house. Gonna grab a smoke and then finish off this area, I guess. I mean, I suppose I really don't need to. I've got enough for like at least about an inch or two on top of just like the sifted soil that I did to make it easier to plant shit in and make it easier for shit to grow in. But um, I guess the stuff towards the bottom, we can leave some of the shit in there because that'll just be broken down anyway eventually. But I just wanted to get most of the green shit out and some of these roots because it is very root dense in there. And I noticed that in a couple spots in the other main garden plot that you can't really, well, you can kind of see it over there. Um, I didn't take the time to get a lot of the just the root shit out of there in some spots, and the last rain we had was pretty terrible. It just kind of flooded the entire area. The drainage was terrible. So I figure if I get some of that more, some at least more of that stuff out, like the extra massive roots that are in there from the hedges, that hopefully it'll help with the drainage a bit and not just turn into a garden pond like the on whether Tuesday or it was either Tuesday or Wednesday when we had the big rainstorm come through. For like 2 hours, we had like probably about a good inch and a half, 2 inches of rain per hour, and like that entire area just flooded out. It looked more like a rice paddy than it did a garden bed. I was actually really worried that everything I planted in there was going to get just destroyed, but at least everything survived, and a couple of the plants got beaten down pretty good, but they all recovered by within a few days, which was good to see. Oh, it's hot out here. It's not even that hot. It's just really humid out. If it wasn't for the crazy amount of mosquitoes, I would just take the sweater off. But I don't really feel like being a mosquito buffet. And I don't want. I also don't want to be eaten by ants either. Mosquitoes are terrible, Kronos. They're really bad this year too. It wasn't until that first rainfall we had earlier in the week. I mean, it was fine back here all those other days we were out here, but right after that massive rainfall we had, it's just been terrible. I hate using bug spray. Can't stand the smell of off. Wasn't quite as bad earlier this morning when I was out here because at least it was kind of windy still. But now that the wind's dying down, it's getting pretty crappy out here again. All right, let's see if we can start pulling. Let's just get rid of all the rest of these grass chunks out of here. Try and get some of the roots out of there without getting attacked by the fire ants. And then probably calling it a day because I don't think we're gonna plant anything in here today. Oh, that's right. We're gonna probably spread a bunch of like fertilizer in there for all the stuff that I'm taking out. We can at least get some nutrition back in. But yeah, we're also looking for those fat grub worms too, to get those out of here and give them as a snack for the birds. It'd be nice if I had a rake too. I'm fuck. It's like 6 of them on landed on at the same time. I'm gonna try and do this fast because those mosquitoes are crazy today. It actually isn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be, but I don't really care about some of this grass that's in there, and, and some of this stuff will just break down. But there's so much clover back here. That's kind of the only shit I want to get rid of because that just is it's been terrible. You just cannot get rid of it. It's all over the place, which I don't really care about. But this is the bunnies like to eat it, but I just don't really feel like having to weed a shit ton of clover out of this thing every other day. No. It's an old army man guy. It's it's an old army man guy. When it was covered in dirt, I was like, "Is this a fucking vertebrae freeze? What the hell is this?" Honestly, I don't really think I have to do too much here. This section's not nearly as bad as it was in there over closer by the hedgerows, but there's just fucking clover everywhere. Honestly, I think that might actually be good enough. Hey, Professor. Hey, Thomas. All right, so I just need to grab a hoe so we can get this all smoothed back out and finish getting the shit out of this other sled of dirt over here. Actually, let's just do this. Ouch! Oh, my hole. I guess I probably could have just brought the computer out here, but damn it, the weather forecaster lied to me again. And then I could have at least used OBS, and then you guys could have at least had something to listen to. Sorry about that. I think most of the grass is out in here. Might as well just redump this in the bed. Actually, isn't all that. This stuff isn't bad. Oh, there's a giant clump. No, you can't see. I'm kind of off camera now, but I just had one in a container, some sifted out soil for on top. So that's kind of why I was just dumping some of this off to the side on the sled to pull it around as a place to put it, so I wouldn't have a giant mess. Just kind of grabbing all the chunks of grass out of it. I'll just throw it back into the garden bed here in a second. Fucking clover is just everywhere though. I think I've got the majority of it out. I think it's good enough. All right. Get that out of the way. Before anyone says it, yes, it would be easier with a wheelbarrow, but I don't have one anymore. I broke the wheel. All right. Nice. I mean, this area wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Considering there's so many of those lilac hedges right by here that I figured this would just be full of roots like the garden area was. It was going to take me all day to get that done, but That went a lot faster than I thought it would. It's also probably a lot easier since I did this right after last night's kind of heavy rain, so it was really wet out here, which made it a hell of a lot easier to dig. That's for sure. What are you talking about, Mr. Lundell? I'm very safe. Safety first is my motto around here, Mr. Lundell. All right, let's have a smoke. Looks like Tilly can fit under there. Not quite, Thomas. We need to extend it a bit and widen it out. So what I'll do is just go grab the hoe and kind of smooth this area out a bit. And then I'll throw some bunny poop in there. And yeah, we're pretty much done. I don't know if I'm gonna. I might extend it further that way towards the and end it in front of the raised bed thing, and then I still might expand it more this way too, just because there's still a kind of a it's still a sunny spot for another, I'd say, 6 feet or so in that direction. Um, but we'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna need all that room. I don't. I've got like, well, I'm gonna need that much room just because we've got a ton more uh, seedlings that are still sitting up in their pots that I need to get. I should either plant or, well, I should just plant them. I was gonna say throw them away, but that'd be a waste. But since it doesn't look like the entire main garden area over there that I started with is gonna die out, I think we'll just. I don't think I really need to have them standing, having them as standby plants. First the fork, then the wheel. But no, it's all hand me down equipment. It's all stuff from my grandparents. So the fork was a fork from 1938. It was not 1935 or 1938. That was just old, rusted out, and so the handle finally broke on it. It's still useful, actually. I used it yesterday just by hand by using the fork part to re-irrigate, like loosen up the soil between the rows, so so the garden area would be able to drain better because everything was getting compacted over there. It actually worked out pretty well because it didn't flood last night. And then, so I mean, technically, I would just have to get a new handle for it. But I think the same thing with the shovel. That was my grandparents' shovel also, so that's early 1900s as well. The wheelbarrow also is from my grandparents, so and it was a wood frame one, so kind of like the handle of the fork and the shovel. It's just super old, and the wood just rotted out around the axle, so the wheelbarrow broke. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go buy some new equipment though for next year. I thought I thought the hand me downs would get me through the year, but you can actually every time you use that shovel, you can start to hear that handle start to crack. So I'm just waiting for that thing to break in half too. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab the hoe. Wow, airplanes. Actually, this hose was my grandparents also, so it's probably gonna end up breaking soon. It'd be easier. I mean, it'd be nice if I just had a metal rake, but this will do. This will do. We just need to smooth this out a little bit. Oh man. All right. Not bad. That worked out. It's a unicorn horn. Oh. All right. Let's grab our poop from the bunnies. They've been nice enough to contribute to the garden by creating some fertilizer for us. We got our enormous box of poo completely full. We're just gonna throw a bunch in here. Never gardened with bunny poo, so I have no idea how much I should throw in there, but that looks like that's enough. We'll call that enough. We'll throw some coffee grounds in here, I suppose, too. And that should help replace some of the organic shit I took out of there. As far as like all the roots and grass and shit that I could have probably just left, but I mean, that should be all right. Wearing rubber gloves, Mr. Lundell. Yeah, so all I have to left is pretty much respread some of the sifted soil back on top, and then probably just let it sit for the night, and let all the Cocoa Puffs soak into the ground probably, and then plant all that shit tomorrow. I suppose I can start gridding this out though. So instead of just randomly planting shit this time. On this one, I'll probably actually plan this one out. I'll actually do that one next. Let me go grab a bunch of steaks and some string. What I'll probably do is plan this out as square foot. I think these are longer than one. These things are a little bit longer than 1 foot. I think it's a foot if you have connectors on. So in between here, I think is actually an actual foot. I know you can't see what I'm talking about, but like here to here, I think is actually a 1 foot. So I'm just gonna use this to measure. I'm gonna just start staking this all out for now. Smells like it smells like coffee down here now. Ah, crap. Now I need scissors. I'll be right back. I just thought of this, but it probably would be easier just to build a grid of all these things and then just lay it on top of it. But oh well. I already got this started, so I'll do it this way. Right there. So I mean, that kind of is it raining? No, it's not. It was going to. That's why I brought use the phone out here instead of the computer. Uh, the weather people lied to me again. But I mean, I know it's hard. You probably can't even see the wiring, but um, at least that doing that should give us nice square foot ish plots. Since I didn't, perfectly measure it, just kind of did it by eye. But I mean, that's close enough, I think. So yeah, I mean, it's not terrible. I just left them kind of high up like that for now, so I can throw some more dirt on top of everything. Hopefully not collapse everything. But then, yeah, we'll go in and just probably stake in all the part intersection parts, but I might not even do that. I think just going around the edge is fine. It's just to give me some guidelines, so when I'm planting stuff, I'm not just super overcrowding things this time. Hopefully. Oh. All right, let's have a granola bar, and then we'll finish filling in those little squares, and then that might actually be it for the day. definitely not taking nearly as long as I thought it was going to. But just kind of looking at that now, I'm definitely going to need more space. So I think what we'll do is I'll probably just expand it this way another probably like 4 feet, 4 or 5 feet that way. Uh, and then it probably can go another 4 or 5 feet in that direction too, towards the in front of the what do you call it, the raised bed thing. And then we're gonna have to once I do plant into this, I'm gonna have to put up another fence. So that stupid squirrel that doesn't eat everything. Each like well not each not like one plant per square foot, but like a, it depends on like spacing. So like a couple like plants can go into each square foot. Like for hold on, sorry. I still have some radish seeds, so like I can do about I think probably about 16, and that's in a square foot. Carrots probably about the same thing, 16 or so in a square foot square. But like for like larger stuff for a pepper plant, probably would just do like one, maybe yeah, just one per square foot. It really just depends on what it is, I guess. Fucking mosquito just bit me in the eye. What the fuck? Oh, what the hell? Apparently my eyes taste delicious for these mosquitoes. What the hell is going on? It's like the third one that flew right in my eye and decided to like bite me right next to my tear duct. I'm trying to suck later on. I know I need some citronella. We're gonna go get some ski goggles pretty soon and a face mask. Find mosquitoes, attack my arms, stay off my face. All right, let's get some of this filled back in. Oh. Holy shit, this is heavy. Ugh. That'll work. Think so, Thomas. Trying to take out my eyesight. Well, let's see. That's pretty much all I'm going to get done for today, at least. It is getting hot out here. I don't really feel like getting ridiculously sweaty. Still have to run to the store. So, a couple other things I need to do today. But I have a couple boxes of the new Pokemon set that just came out today. So I'll probably, in a little bit, run back inside and open some packs up, see if we can add some new cards to the store. Other than that, it's pretty much it for today. Well, thank you, Mr. Lundell. Still not quite done, but I don't know. I think I might actually. This might be the last. I don't know. I'm still debating with myself whether I should even bother expanding it this year. Like I said, in that kind of L shape right here. Otherwise, just wait until next year. But it is getting kind of. Well, I guess it's not even June yet. Now that I think about it, so I probably have no time to get it done. Well, yeah. So I mean, any kind of like probably tomorrow. Um, get all the seedlings planted in here, and then just kind of get rid of all the remaining seeds I have left too, and see how much I can actually fit into this, and then expand if I actually need more space. Otherwise, I'm still just thinking of just buying another raised bed thing and just doing that for the rest of this year. Because I don't know if I really feel like digging up any more of this yard. It's hard work. I'm lazy. What does everybody else have going on today? Anything fun to end the week? I'm still trying to think. I don't know if it's going to be next week or not, but we'll probably do like a Mississippi kayaking adventure here. Either next Friday. I have to check the booking dates. I forgot, but it's one of those places where you can just rent a kayak out of a locker, and there's a 8 mile journey down the Mississippi that starts up at the Coon Rapids Dam, ends down by Boom Island. So I think I might do that. That's like the longest one. There's some shorter ones. I think maybe since I haven't been in a kayak, or actually I've never been in a kayak, but I've been in like canoes and rowboats. So I figured, how hard can it really be? But I'm thinking maybe we should try one of the shorter one routes first. But I'm also thinking we should maybe just go big and do the 8 mile one right away. They say it's a 3 to 4 hour journey without stopping at like any of the islands to go exploring. But I mean, if we're gonna do that, we're probably gonna make some stops along the way, check out some stuff. You have to go somewhere later today. Won't be back till Sunday. That sounds cool. Heading out on another vacation, on another trip, Thomas. Somewhere new to add to the map. 3:30. You've got the watch party bloodbath at the House of Death. What is that? Well, obviously it's a movie. I've just never heard of it. Nothing to add to the map. Ah. And then I'm still debating. whether or not either mid this summer or late in the summer, towards fall. I might. I'm considering taking a trip up to the Boundary Waters for like either a 5 or 7 day canoe trip up there. So I don't know though if I'm gonna do it this year or not. Might just do some adventuring stuff around the cities, and then maybe next year, just because I don't know. I should probably try and find someone that wants to go with me, so I don't die in the woods on my own. But who knows? A solo trip might be fun. You might make one just of Gettysburg, of all the different sightseeing spots. That would be cool. Yeah, probably just spend the rest of the day just relaxing, and then I don't know, probably just start looking up different places to go. Probably do something like next week again, like we did this. Probably like once a week. We'll probably just go on like a hike somewhere. I think that's probably what we're gonna start doing at least the summer. But I just need to figure out another place to go to. Since we already did the falls this week, we went down just to the old river bridge and walked down there the week before. So trying to think of a fun place to go this coming week. I think what we might do, well, actually, if I'm going to do this kayaking thing, adventure on the Mississippi, maybe we'll go like up to the starting point, up towards the dam, and just check out the area and see what the area looks like first. See if it's even something we even want to do. That might be fun. So I'll probably head up to I can't look it up on my phone, but I forget what it's called. But it's right up in the northern Twin Cities, up by the Coon Rapids Dam is where the starting point is, and that goes 8 miles. I think it goes into downtown Minneapolis, or it ends right before downtown. There's two different ones. Um, One that starts at the dam. Then I think that one cuts off right before you get to the downtown area. Then there's one that starts near the end point of that one, and then that goes all the way into the downtown area up to the St. Anthony Falls. But I'm gonna call and see, because I'm wondering if as long as you get it done in time, because you can rent the rental is from like 11 in the morning until I think it's like 5 in the afternoon, so that gives you a good 6 hours. And on their itinerary maps, it says each trip is like either between 2 hours, 3 hours, and 4 hour trips. So I mean, it should be doable. So I'm gonna see if you start up with a dam one, you can go all the way down to the one right before the uh, to the falls, because technically that's two different trips. But I think it's only like another like 4 miles from the end point, um, that the one that you start at the dam is. I've just got to order a extra battery pack for the phone, so hopefully, and like a waterproof holder thing, just so hopefully we can just do like a live stream for the entire adventure down the river, and hope we don't flip over and drown in the Mississippi. I mean, if it's live streaming, that would probably be a good content, just watching me drown in the river. Well, it looks like a lot of fun. And it only costs $35 for the kayak rental for the day, for those 6 hour blocks. So And who knows? Maybe we'll screw up, miss the end point, and end up dying by going over the St. Anthony Falls. There's plenty of ways for me to screw up out there and die on the river. So that's kind of what I've got planned coming up. And I also think we'll probably do a fishing trip one of these days soon too. Boat rentals are out of control, expensive. So what I think what I'm going to do is probably just go up to my uncle's lake house and see if he'll let me borrow his boat. I'm sure he will, but the only bad thing about doing that is going up there is I'll have to actually socialize with the family. Just kidding, but yeah, so I'll probably try and do that sometime. I'm thinking sometime in like mid-June. We'll end up doing that fishing trip thing. We'll go steal the uncle's giant ass pontoon boat. I'll probably have to go up there early just to borrow it once, just to practice driving it, I guess. So he's comfortable with me taking it out. Yeah, Mr. Lindell, I want to do a river trip this year. Sounds like fun. Yeah, I think it'd be more. I think it's just something different. Just trying out new things this year, as far as live streaming goes. Just want to do things that are not just playing games all the time, and kind of just doing the same thing over and over again. So yeah, just kind of doing some more outdoor stuff, and it seems like people like to see out the outdoor stuff more, and it's helping with my channel a lot as far as growth goes. So I think we'll just keep doing that for the entire summer, hopefully, as long as we can find things to do. Go looking for Bigfoot, we could do that. I mean, we can go up north a little bit and go hiking around the old iron range, the old iron mines and shit. But I mean, there's tons of stuff we can do. One of these nights, maybe we'll just hang out on a stream and just kind of look at the map and just try and plan out different areas we can go. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I think what we're gonna do is wrap it up here. Thanks a lot for hanging out. Didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would, but that's okay. And then, so yeah, so I don't know if we're gonna do anything later on tonight. Probably not. But and I don't know if we're gonna have anything really going on during this weekend, unless it's like a really rainy day. And I'm stuck inside, then maybe we'll do a stream then. But otherwise, I think that's probably pretty much it as far as live streams for this week, and then maybe something. Probably do next. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. We'll have the next week. We'll do another big up. We'll do another update video on what's been going on as far as the whole gardening adventure thing goes. And then yeah, we'll figure out the rest of the week later on. But yeah, no problem, Captain Truck. Thanks for hanging out. You guys have a good day. We'll see you next time. Bye.